Hi everyone. In today's lecture, we will discuss about multidimensional array creation in Java. Fine. So let's start this topic. So basically, what is called multidimensional array? An array of arrays is called as multidimensional array. You know, so basically, array of arrays approach is proposed by Java peoples for multidimensional array creation in order to improve memory utilization. Find this approach, array of arrays approaches proposed by Sun people or Java people for multidimensional array creation. What was the purpose? To improve memory utilization. So basically, we have syntax for declaring multidimensional array, and the syntaxes are like this: data type, then two square brackets, then you have to give array name. This syntax is for declaring 2D arrays, means two-dimensional arrays. And the next, this syntax here, three square brackets are present. This syntax is what? Three-dimensional array declaration syntax. Fine. So note, basically the multidimensional arrays are used for representing data in table format or tabular format. Is it clear? We will see each and everything, how we can represent this in tabular format and what do we mean by array of arrays. We will see this. Okay, so this is what the definition. Clear up to this point? Now let's see the next. So now see the syntax to create two-dimensional array. How can we create two-dimensional array? So basically we have this, int two square brackets a is equal to new int, and we have this two square brackets, and in the first square bracket I am passing 3 and in the second I am passing 4. You know what is this first one and what is this second one? See, this first one represents parent array size, means parent array size is what? 3. And the second one represents what? Child array size. Fine. So the parent array size is what? 3. So create the array which has length 3. So this is the array, this array, and a is pointing to this array, and this array has the length 3, right? 1, 2 and 3. So arrays are what? Indexed base, and the first element index is what? 0. So 0, 1 and 2. Fine. So to access this one, this first element, you have to write a of 0, for the second a of 1, for the third a of 2. Is it clear? And this is what? Our parent array. Is this clear? Now see the child array size. What is child array size here? 4. Okay, so for every element one child array is present, right? Like this. For this a of naught, this is the child array which has size what? 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. For a1 also, one another child array is present, and for the a2 also this child array is present. So these three are what? This first one is this, second one is this, and this is the third one. These three are what? Child arrays. Is it clear what is parent array and what is child array? I hope this much is clear with this example. Now let's see the rules. Or before that, let's see the tabular representation of the same thing that we have covered. We have covered this example, right? So basically, what is this? 3. This 3 is rows. Rows in the table, and this 4 means what? Columns. It means you have to form such table in which number of rows are 3 and number of columns are 4. So before that, same representation is there, indexed based, right? For this array also we have, this is 0th index, first, 2 and 3, right? Same for the all child arrays. So how can you represent in tabular format? Let me show you. This is the tabular format. See, so we have total 3 rows. So row 0, row 1 and row 2. We have four columns. So column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3. Just for your easiness, let me show you one thing. Whatever this first array is, this first array, see, first child array, this first child array is nothing but row 0. This completely, these things, right? Because see, a of 0, and this is also what, 0th index. So to access this element you have to write a of 0, means a, then 2, what, 2 square brackets, and you have to pass 0 0 here. Then only you can able to access this element. For this, what is the combination? 0 and 1. For this, what is the combination? 0 and 2. For this, 0 and 3 is the combination. Fine. This is what, row 0. Same goes for the row 1 and row 2 also. Fine. Let me show you row 2. So row 2 we have 2 0, 2 1, 2 2 and 2 3. What does it mean? See, this is the child array 3 in which I want to access this one. So for this one, what is this? A2, and what the index here? 0. So 2 0. What is the index here? 1. So A2 and then 1. 2 1. Using the 2 1 combination we can access this. Using the 2 2 we can access this. Using the 2 3 we can access this. So basically this A1, A0, A1 and A2 holds the reference of holds the reference of another array. For example, this A0 holds the reference of this array. This A1 holds the reference of this array. This A2 holds the reference of this array. And this itself is a parent array. That is why we are saying array of arrays. Is it clear now? Now let's move ahead. So we have this rule. See, base array size is mandatory. Base array size means parent array size is mandatory, whereas child array size is not mandatory. For example, let me show you the example. This is one example, okay, where I have specified the parent size, but I have not specified the child array size here. See, it is blank. So this is what 100% valid, no issue at all. And in this type of approach, in this case, we didn't pass child array size, right? So child arrays object are not going to be created. Only parent array object will be created in this case. So in such cases, developers, a programmer has to pass array object for the child arrays, right? We will see this, how to pass, don't worry. So now this is the another example. See, here I am not passing what I am not passing here, the parent size or the base array size. I am not passing the base array size here. I am only passing the child array size. In this case you will get compile time error. This is invalid. Base array size is mandatory. Fine. You have to pass the base array or the parent array size. It is mandatory thing. Now let's see the next. So what is called jagged array? So basically, multi-dimensional array with different sizes of child arrays are called as jagged array. Whatever we have seen before this PPT, that was what in that cases, what was the scenario? All the child cases has same sizes, right? You might have noticed all the child cases has what? Same sizes in the previous slides. But if a multidimensional array is present with different sizes of child arrays, then that type of arrays are called as jagged array. For example, see, here I have specified only the parent size. Child size is missing. So, what you have to do? In this case, you have to pass the array object. You have to pass the array object like this. For example, my first child array should have size 2. So how to create? New int int square bracket 2. So it will create one array object, right? It will create one array object, and it will assign the reference to this a0. Am I correct? Same. This is what second child array. So I'm creating the object of again the second child array, and here the size is what 3, and I'm assigning the reference to this. So see the picture how it will work. So for this line it will create this. Okay, one array will be created. This is the 0th index, this is the 1 index. Means to access this element a of 0, to access this element a of 1, and a is pointing to this array. Is this clear? So then what you are doing, a of 0, in the a of 0 case, what you are doing, you are creating one array object here, and you are assigning the reference of this array object to this a of 0, right? Same. And what is the size here? 0 and 1. What is the size here? 2. The length of this array is 2. And in the second case, where new int and then square bracket 3, it means size is what? 3. So 0, 1, 2. Total how much? 3. And you are assigning the reference of this array to a of 1. It means a of 1 holds the reference of this array, and the array size is what? 3 here. And a of 0 holds the reference of this array, where the array size is 2. Is it clear? If you are not specifying the child size, so you have to do like this. A developer or programmer has to perform this explicitly. Alright? So this is the plus point. And so to create jagged array, we should not specify child array size. Instead, we must assign the child array objects with different sizes. That's what we are doing here, right? Here we are creating a child array object with size 2, and here we are creating the child array object with size 3, and we are assigning this to a1 and a0. Right? In the initial phase, we were not passing the child array size here. This is for the child array size, right? Child array size, and we were not passing here. I hope this much is clear to you. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel